Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Ohio Eats, where me and Kim go places in Ohio and we eat things. Today's episode, we're brunching it up again. We went to a fairly new place called the River Merchant in Kent. Didn't it used to be a beer depot or something like that?
Yeah, it used to actually be one of those Sammy's liquor stores.
Like a Quick Mart type of thing?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, as far as I remember, because this is the second time we've been there, they said that they had opened up for it was like a couple weeks or something before the pandemic hit, and then they had to close down. And then they've just recently opened up a couple months ago now. It was around January, because we went there very shortly after they reopened.
Yeah.
So it hasn't been that long. You would not know that this place was once just a little liquor store by going in. It is, and I should have took more pictures of the inside. I took lots of pictures of the food. I took one picture of the inside, so I'll insert that. But it's very, very nice inside.
Very nice. Very nice. It's got some cool, garage door, windows. So, if they wanted to, it could be open air.
Right, and it was. When we were there, they had the one open. Similar to, I've seen that a lot in, the Columbus restaurants and stuff we've been to, they can open it.
Because it is, right on the river, too. So,
yes.
You can, kind of overlook it when you're on the patio and stuff like that.
Yeah. Another thing that I found interesting, the table we sat at this time was, most of the tables are, cut. I'm trying to think of the right way to say it. Rust. I don't know. It's cut wood, but it's not perfect. You can tell it was a tree.
Yeah, you could tell it was a tree trunk, and they just cut it into big slabs, and that's what they used as the table. And they weren't perfect, and they had a big slit, so they basically shellacked it and filled in that hole
with resin. I think
with resin and stuff like that.
And the bar top's the same. Place is really cool looking though. Very hip. They're known for cocktails and stuff like that. Now we haven't been there for dinner yet, so we will do another episode on this place eventually in the future for dinner. But yeah, we'll kind of start here with the cocktails because again, and it's really cool here as well. I'll probably take a screenshot of it, but I just like the attention to detail. They have a picture of the cup that it's going to be served in beside the cocktail. And they have a whole bunch of different cool cocktail glasses. Mm-hmm. But one that we both had the first time, and Kim had it this time.
I had the orange whip, which was just this wonderful frothy yumminess. It's plantation pineapple rum, Western Reserve vodka, heavy cream, vanilla, and orgeat,
I don't know.
Syrup,
say it,
marmalade, and crushed ice. Mm-hmm. And it is. It's like an
adult version of a Dole Whip, essentially.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
In drink form, yeah.
Yeah, it's just so good. So
it's very good, yes.
Refreshing.
Yeah. All of their cocktails are that we've had are very good. And I like that even though that is one of their probably the sweetest drink out of all the ones that we had both times, this orange whip, they're still, it's very well balanced. Mm-hmm. I would describe their cocktails that. I had the Arthur's Brunch, which was Vim and Petal Gin, dry carousel, orange juice, lemon juice, marmalade, and fire roasted orange. I really liked this drink. Mm-hmm. I thought it was very refreshing. It's citrusy. You taste that gin. It's a little bit of a punch the first time you taste it, but as you're drinking it, you really taste everything that's in the drink. And I thought it was very good. We were trying to think. We can't remember what we had the last time. Because I know there was a drink that we tried that we didn't have this time. And I do not know what it was.
Yeah, I don't
remember what it was. I think it might have been something off of one of the other menus that they just gave to us. The other thing I got, and I'm not 100% sure how to say it, is the Vamos Ondale. Maybe? Is that how you say it?
I'm thinking Vamos Andale,
Maybe. There's one of those fun things over the A's.
Yeah.
Makes it fancy. Mm-hmm. And it was, Espolon Blanco. Maybe fresh lime juice, agave syrup, prosecco, and mezcal mist. I also like this. This one is it smelled kind of bad, because it's mezcal smells bad, in my opinion. But it tasted really good. Also well balanced, very refreshing. Kind of like a lighter margarita like lighter on the tongue.
Yeah.
Still a lot of alcohol.
Yeah, and it did. I thought it smelled like a hospital.
Yeah, but it's just the mezcal. Nothing wrong with the drink at all. We're not saying the drink. Yeah, it's just
the drink
mezcal
itself
just
tasted really good, but something with that mezcal just
because it has that weird, like earthy, spiciness to it.
Yeah.
Now some other things that are fun here, like they have Bloody Mary. So if you're into that, it sounds like it would be good if you're into it. I think that's the most disgusting thing ever. But even blue cheese stuffed olives and candied bacon. It's so nasty. But they have traditional mimosa. One thing I do like that you can get here is a mimosa flight, and we did see another last time people get this. Where you get, it's either $33 or $66. You can get Prosecco, or for more, you can get a bottle of champagne. And they actually give you the juices with it on a tray, which is orange, grapefruit, and pineapple juice. And it's basically like a make-your-own mimosa kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which I like the idea that it's kind of cool. It's like
especially if there's like 5 or 6 of you or something like that, and you all want to get mimosas, it'd probably be more bang for your buck instead of everybody buying their own.
Yeah. The alcohol is a little bit more expensive. Like the Dole Whip thing, the Orange Whip was $11. Mine, and then the two I had was $10 and $9. So most of them are about in the $10 range, but they're very, very good, well balanced. The liquor they use for most of them is really good liquor, and they're strong.
Yeah.
So, yep.
For sure.
Now we'll get into what we had to eat, which I actually don't have a picture of that on here. But so last time, and I don't have a picture of this one, it was the fire roasted feta dip, I believe is what it was called.
Yeah.
That was absolutely amazing.
Really, really good.
We were going to get that again this time, but instead we decided to do a cheese board, and the cheese was rotate. Mm-hmm. So this time when we got, because it sounded really good, and spoiler alert, they were. It was there was sage,
a Gouda of some sort.
Yeah, it was a very, very good Gouda, yes.
And then a port wine.
And a port wine, something or another. Yeah.
And it's served with like homemade crackers, like they look like they actually make them, like seasoned and everything like that. Like then it had a marmalade of some.
It was apricot marmalade or jam, yeah.
And then there was a mustard.
Yep, stone ground.
Pickled onions.
Yeah, pickled onions, correct. All the cheeses were really good. The sage one was like, you see the picture, it's like bright green. Almost looked like it should be like mint fudge or something is what it reminded me of. It's like if you go to like one of those things where they have the fudge, it looks like mint fudge, but it did not taste like that. The sage was very light, which is probably for the better. They were all really good. The wine one I think was my favorite, but the Gouda was also really good. It was really good Gouda. Nothing like crazy about the Gouda. It's what you'd expect. It was just a good cheese. I love cheese boards though because they're fun because it's not a ton of food, but it takes a while to eat because you can like put it together yourself and you just kind of
make your own little mix of stuff.
And the presentation was pretty.
Everything tastes different every time you eat it. So.
Yeah, exactly. Now they have a few other, like I said, the other appetizer we had tried, was the feta one. They have a couple other ones that looked good on there. I don't remember off the top of my head what they were, but I'm sure they would be good as well. I know you can get a meat and cheese tray if you want a little bit more. That would probably be a little bit much if you want it as an appetizer. Unless you're like we had said, if we ever do it, we probably want to share an entree. If you do it brunch, all of brunch is happy hour, so it's only $10 for the. And I feel like for what we got, $10 is actually pretty cheap for that meat and cheese.
For sure.
Board. Yeah. So it was good. It was good portions.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to talk about first what I had last time. Well, we'll talk both about what we had for last time, and then we'll talk about what we had this time. Now, this one I do have a picture of. I got last time the barbecue brisket Benedict, which was absolutely great. I love eggs Benedict. So it's the buttermilk biscuit, poached eggs, barbecue glaze, shaved brisket, sriracha hollandaise sauce, asparagus, and serve with a choice of side. This time we both got as a side, and I did last time as well. They have sweet potato tots, which come with sriracha mayonnaise, I believe it is.
So good.
It was really, really good.
Like if you like sweet potatoes or tater tots or any they're just get. If
you like food,
so yes. If you like food in general, just get them.
The sweetness of those tots with the spiciness of the aioli, mayonnaise, whatever it is that they serve with it, is absolutely amazing. And then the brisket itself, I remember being very good. The poached eggs, perfectly poached. And the sriracha hollandaise sauce, I remember being very good on this as well. And then last time, it is as best you can remember, because I know you got the biscuits and gravy. Do you remember from last time what it was like, because I don't remember very well. I know it was good.
They were really good. It was very sweet. And I remember that I was like, oh, it's only $5. Maybe I should get another one. I shouldn't have gotten another one, which I didn't, thankfully, because it was a huge biscuit that they cut in half, and then they put the gravy on it. And it was really, really good.
Yeah. And then this time I got I got another Benedict, but they have green eggs and ham Benedict. It's not as weird as it sounds. So what it is, and it's toasted English muffin, of course, poached eggs, seared prosciutto, which was very good. The thing that makes it the green is it has a pesto hollandaise sauce on it. And then also with the choice of side. I really like the pesto hollandaise sauce. It was light and there wasn't a lot of it, but it had good flavor and it complemented the rest of it very well. And of course, like I said, I got the sweet potato tots again this time as well.
Would you eat that in a boat?
I don't remember the whole thing.
Or would you eat it with a goat?
Yes, I would
Okay.
eat it. I would. Sure. Yes. Man, it's been a long time since I've read a Dr. Seuss book. I used to love that book actually when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. But anyways, though, yes, I like this. I think I like the brisket. I think I like the brisket better. The only thing now it was really good. This dish was, but the prosciutto makes it a little hard to eat because I generally like to. This is maybe I just sound really lazy now. I like just to be able to fork it, not have to knife it. But the prosciutto, it was cooked really well. But you can't just fork prosciutto apart.
Yeah,
you kind of have to knife it.
You have to knife
and
it.
I just like being able to yeah.
We're lazy eaters.
Yeah, we're lazy eaters. Very good though. Either way, it's very good. And then what did you have this time, Kim?
I had the French toast. It was brioche Texas toast, blueberry coulis, creme anglaise, and it was topped with powdered sugar. And of course, it came with a side, and I got the sweet potato tots as well. It was really, really good.
Well, I love all the fancy words that places use to describe things. Like, you can't just say, like, blueberry sauce, blueberry coulis, and like cream and cream anglaise. It's like it's a cream. It's cream glaze. It's like cream glaze. But it was very good. Yes.
It was very good. It wasn't overly sweet. It was like just the perfect amount of sauce on there because that was basically what it had. It didn't have a syrup or anything like that. I'm sure they probably had a syrup if I wanted one, but I really didn't because it was really good with itself.
Yeah, it was good, and it was very, because sometimes you go and you get French toast, and there's not that much flavor in it, but this one I feel like did have a good vanilla and cinnamon presence there. Yeah. The French toast itself is nothing crazy out of the ordinary, I mean, it's not advertised to that, it's just good homemade French toast.
Yeah.
There's some other things on the menu that I definitely would like to try. So they kind of have a theme. They have one other Benedict, which also sounded good. It's smoked. I kind of want this. Smoked salmon Benedict, of course, your muffin, poached eggs, smoked salmon, capers, and dill hollandaise sauce, which sounds really good to me because I love salmon with dill. It's very good together.
Yeah, that does sound good. Without the capers.
Yeah. Capers I'm kind of indifferent on them. But I love how they have this theme of Benedicts where each Benedict has its own special hollandaise sauce. It's kind of like its take on a regular Benedict. Funny enough, they don't have a regular Benedict. It's one of the special ones. They also have, let's see here, huevos rancheros, which sounds really good. Seems like it's a little bit of a spin. Fried tortillas, stewed black beans, sunny side egg, spicy sausage, avocado and pico de gallo topped with cilantro crema, which I like. Huevos rancheros, I've had it in Mexican restaurants and it's good. They have a couple different omelets as well. And they have a few different sandwiches. What was the one that looked? The French toast sandwich, yeah. So it's basically the French toast. It's kind of what Kim got, but they put egg and bacon and hash browns in there. But it still has the blueberry coulis and the French toast. They just kind of make a sandwich out of it. Yes, exactly. They have some salads too, but meh. But yeah, this time we didn't really get, we didn't really get a dessert this time. We did get the Oreo cheesecake to go. Haven't ate it yet, though. It's for someone else, but it looks really good.
It does look really good. It looks homemade.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm sure. I think everything here basically is. Now, what was the dessert we had last time?
Last time we got a dream bar.
That's what it was called, yes.
And my mom actually makes these, and it's a chocolate, coconut, and almond, a gooey bar. It's so good.
Yeah, I remember it again. It's been months since we had that, but I remember being very good. It was very rich because we shared it, and it wasn't giant, but yeah. But it was good. Now, again, we're not rating dinner at all on this, but I will say, like I said, the alcohol's a little pricey, but I feel like the brunch prices are really cheap. So like I said, that cheese board I did mention was $10, but my green eggs and ham was $9. And as you saw from the picture, like, there's a lot of food for $9. I'm pretty sure when they don't have it on the menu anymore, but we'll go to Bob Evans sometimes, and I used to get eggs Benedict there, and I think it was actually more than this.
Probably.
Which is hilarious, because this is way better quality.
Yeah.
And then last time for the barbecue brisket, it was a little more at $12, because brisket's more expensive, but still not bad. The biscuits and gravy, $5.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't have a picture of it again, but, like, it was a good portion for $5.
And that's why it says add an extra biscuit for $3 more, and I was going to do that, and I'm glad I stopped myself, because I mean it was a huge biscuit, cut in half, and it was a huge plate, and I was like, oh, thank God I didn't get another one, because I wouldn't have been able to eat it.
And now that doesn't come with a side, but the sides are pretty cheap as well. Like the tots are $4. All of them are $4 actually for the sides, and you can add on meats and stuff. And then like the French toast that you got was $8 here, which I mean I also feel like is really cheap. Like the most expensive thing on here looks like it's the breakfast burger for $14. That's the most expensive brunch item outside of drinks. So I mean my full bill from my portion was like $35, and I had like 2 drinks. You know, we had an appetizer, the whole thing. So I feel like that was very well priced. So definitely the place's menu and the way it looks like it's fancier and more expensive than it is, at least for brunch.
Right. Yeah, definitely looks a lot fancier. When you walk in, you're like, oh, is this like a fancy place? But it's like an upscale casual.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to describe it. It's very I feel so old using the word, but it's very hip. It feels very modern.
Like Mike Wilkin hip? No.
No. But it just feels like when you go in there, you're like, this is a place that like is ran by someone that's younger and really cares about what they're doing. You know, you can feel it like with everything that's in there. With the way things. I mean, just for brunch, how things are just presented, and just the restaurant is very clean. It is new, of course, so you would expect it. And the outside seating area looks really nice as well. Yeah. We didn't sit outside because there was a longer wait outside, and we're like, just set us somewhere. But we did get to we weren't outside, but we were like real close to the open door though. So we still got a nice breeze.
We were kind of outside adjacent.
Outside adjacent, yes, that is what we. That is what we were. And there's a whole bunch of other cool things in Kent too, like cool coffee shops and other restaurants and shopping and stuff to do as well. So you can have brunch and then go do other stuff in Kent there. Anything else you want to add?
I think that's about it.
I think that's about it. Oh, they do have some fun non-alcoholic drinks. I forgot about that. They have like fancy teas, Earl Grey, jasmine, white, ambrosia, ginger, lemongrass, and they have like their own coffee blend that's made by Bent Tree. So they do have a couple other like nice drinks if you're not like wanting alcohol as well. And they have like and they have a little shop as well, so you can buy merchandise and like wine. Some of the wines they serve and they're not a winery, so it's not like their wines, but it's stuff that they serve and
they had some IPAs and they had wine and stuff like that you could purchase right there too.
And like hoodies and shirts, and they have like branded wine glasses. Oh yeah, they did have masks because that's a new thing that you can sell now. Either way, thank you very much for joining us. Make sure to like the video if you liked it. If you didn't, why not? What's wrong with us? Do you hate us? That's not nice. Make sure to share the video. We're a small channel. Anything like that helps. And, and again, make sure you're subscribed and have that bell notification so you know when we release a new video. We release about 2 a week. Some's food, some's about creepy stuff. Sometimes we go to haunted locations. Sometimes we go to haunted houses in October time. We do a lot of stuff. We just kind of do whatever we want. So, bye.
Bye.